put that behind them, and they're going to come in swinging here and, you know, try and push this to a third, and maybe be able to get themselves to that grand finals to play up against Boom, and potentially then make themselves forwards to the LAN to compete for that $1 million prize pool. So there is a lot on the line for just this one game. As, you know, we have a very hype pause, more lag, exciting.
Please, no surprises. Please, no surprises. You know, that's the only thing we don't want. And, okay, KJ's like, yeah, we're ready. Let's go. Yeah, it is actually kind of worrisome if you leave Heroic alone. It's Doom and Alchemist on the same side. You know, the arguably fastest farming carry and offlaner. So, Invaders, they're going to have to be kind of aggressive. You know, you lose the laning phase, basically the game's over. You do have great wombo combo, though. But
yeah,
I don't think that's enough. Like, the sheer economical weakness that your draft has, or at least the strength that the other side has, makes it very tough to play standard Dota of we farm, you farm, we butt heads.
Yeah, well, considering that then, of just how quickly the Doom and Alchemist can farm, do you think maybe there might be a different sort of build here from Kataro, where he doesn't just go mass farming himself and potentially tries to come online earlier with a more aggressive item pickup, perhaps?
No, I don't really think so. Sladens. He's gonna walk out. He's moving fast. What's he starting with? You know, he doesn't have boots. Just it's the windlace. I was like, this guy is moving quick. That ain't no 330, 340 movement speed. That 365 windlace and at night. The dude was flying.
That man was absolutely speedy as hell. And yeah, it's good Fisher as well.
Do you notice the extra movement speed, the nighttime one? I rarely feel like it adds anything. I'm like, oh, okay, I move faster to get to the lane in the beginning. Then I'm like, okay, that's about it.
Yeah, it's not something that you really notice all too much, but it does play a small part in the background of a lot of games. Yeah. You know, like you say, just gets you there a little bit faster. Makes you feel okay when you die without TP when it's nighttime. You're like, okay, it's not as bad.
Again, I've never even thought about that. You know, it's like if I'm dying, I'm like, oh, that sucks. I've never thought, wait, it's nighttime for people. It's okay, I'll be there quick. I mean, it does make it sort of a bit better if you win a team fight and it's night, because then you can push objectives faster because you get there quicker. But it's not what is it, 30 movement speed or 25? It's like 30. I believe it's 30. So it's an odd. There's a bunch of odd mechanics where they're included, and you're like, oh, cool, and that's it.
Yeah, it can make a difference in some ways. But, you know, already the power of a position for Shaker with the Fisher blocks, making sure the creeps are already really far away from K1's tier 1, trying to put him into a kind of an awkward spot. But we'll see how well Smash can perform. Meanwhile, up top,
whoa!
First blood already found. Schofield going down there to Kataro. Very aggressive kill to be found there from Invaders.
Looks like he must have used the Earth Spike badly, and there you go. Hashtag GetRealObserver trending, I see. As we do miss first blood here, unfortunately. But it's okay, I mean, it's an unexpected one, to be honest with you. I would not have thought that they'd be getting a kill just then.
Yeah, that's all right. I saw the body hit the floor. You know, that's all some people actually need to be able to see. But yeah, very nice start to the game here for the side of Invaders for sure. Meanwhile, in this mids, already looking better for C-Smile, is actually equaling in terms of CS here, so not being completely shut down from this Pangolier at all. I mean, the Mars does have, again, a faster attack animation as well, so maybe that is just the big difference here about why he's actually been able to find some creeps.
Yeah, it's the God's Rebuke, right? Sometimes you hit and you almost get it, and then you can always recover with the God's Rebuke, because it's faster than another attack, which is very nice to have. So, and of course you can hit multiple people, harass as well. It's even in the mid lane right now with C-Smile getting just a tiny bit more denies here. Overall, very even. Doom takes Devour level 2. Which, you know, we've seen some Dooms go for like Inferno Blade level 2, then Scorched Earth level 3. It's like, alright, I think that's cute, but just take Devour and get yourself a nice creep. And this one, it is the speed aura.
Yeah, pretty nice. Extra 12% movement speed. It just helps to, you know, poke in and out a little bit more. It's not like one of those high impact sort of auras where you're like, holy hell, this is making a massive difference. But again, like the nighttime movement speed, Atomo, just these little things happen in the background.
Yeah, I miss that you used to be able to devour level 5 creeps at the beginning. That was level 6, or so you can get like the Satyr Tormentor, the big one that gives you the healing, and you get like 5 or 6 health regen early on, which was massive. You know, it's like, hey, here we go. Basically, what was it, like 180 health a minute? It's pretty insane. Sladen's taking a bit of damage.
Yeah. I think you forget about the big part about that creep is the old Hadoken.
Oh, that's
just to
true.
Go, like, whoa, throw your little purple balls at people. Meanwhile, Schofield, oh, nice two-man stun. Does allow him to actually grab up the Lotus. That's at the same time, Katara, unfortunately, not quite on his courier micro. And he loses an item plus a salve as well. So there's not much regen here for himself. Going to rely on a few of those tangos being chucked onto him from Tiger. Very nice little pick-off.
Yeah, it's okay for them. By the way, Smash not quite there with the other cores right now. 10 and 4 to the so it's 15 and 2, and of course this is the Phoenix. So Alchemist getting a decent amount of CS. We'll see if he can recover though. They are getting decent harassed though.
Yeah, they really are.
Ooh,
unfortunately, this is kind of the downside of a position for Earthshaker. Not really known for being the best laner in general. So yeah, there's not a huge amount that Sladen can do to actually help out here. We'll have to rely on his power spike in the later parts of the game.
Yeah. I mean, you could use Enchant Totem to like get denies. And you use the fissure to either block people from killing your guy or from running away. But Earthshaker, I say he's slightly better than like Nyx Assassin, but that's about it. He's still a fairly weak laner overall.
Oh yeah, he's better than one of the other worst.
Right?
Like, sure. You can say that pretty confidently.
In the bottom 5, oh god, Tiger? Okay, he's gonna be okay. Although is MNZ gonna be okay? And finally Schofield shows up. Where were you, Schofield? Divine Lava was doing all the work.
He's chilling, I think he went and grabbed the bounty runes apparently. Wanted to snatch those away. And yeah, Schofield doing a similar thing to what we saw from Michael yesterday, and actually deciding to max Earth Spike before Mana Drain.
Very odd. I mean, it's just kind of seen as a standard to max out Mana Drain. The one thing you can give for the Earth Spike is, of course, a little bit more stun and a little bit more burst damage, but overall damage is still Mana Drain. It just takes longer to get there. As Minos, there you go, nice kill on Tiger here by Divine Lama, basically soloing him. This he moves fast, it's nighttime. Hey, look at that. Nighttime, speed, aura, and scorched earth. The man's flying.
Yeah, it really was ridiculously fast. And Sladen has actually managed to scout out this little stack being taken. Wants to maybe try and steal a creep or two with the Fissure, but is he going to use the spell fast enough?
Nope.
No, he is not. And he's just going to come over, I guess, just to try and reblock the camp, I guess. I don't know.
I think he got like 1 creep's worth of experience. And Smash is getting a solo lane during that time, so the XP. So it's not the worst thing in the world. As Smash, he's going for the Vessel this time around. Okay, I like that. Probably you can go Vessel into Shivas, and that's very effective for you. Can we see the net worth? It's looking like Heroic already off to a very good start right now. Yep, top 3.
See Smile. First rotation coming on in with the Arena. That will secure the kill there onto K1. Very nice rotation there for C Smile. Pretty much as soon as he hits that level 6, he's like, right, now it's time to go make some space for my poor old Phoenix. Do not want him to have a bad game like in the previous match. So, yeah, very nice play. Although, Schofield found Tiger, and Log is also nearby. So looks like Heroic should be able to get a kill in response. Although neutrals?
Nope.
Yeah, very nice. And Log making sure that does not get stolen away.
Yeah, very well timed by him. He waits for them to get the first volley of attack so he doesn't interrupt them. And I do think Heroic was able to get 2 bounty runes there, the 2 that were on the dire side. So it's still not bad. You can see like K was like, oh yeah, it's fine. I got a decent amount of gold overall, and that's okay. KJ loses his career. Wisdom runes coming out in 15 seconds. I don't think anyone's going to be doing any shenanigans. Just going to be 1 for each.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be going trade, although Sladen will spot this little stack being taken up right now. Not really going to be able to contest too much on actually denying the last hits, but again, just soaking up the XP is also pretty damn impactful.
He gets 1, that's kind of nice, but yeah, it's really not much. I feel like what he's doing really is more bothersome, and giving just Smash a solo lane, that's kind of better than what he's more like helping his own team than actually hurting the other team. Just let Smash solo, and he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he did actually manage to steal a second Minotaur there as well, so that was actually like 130 gold or something that he effectively stolen away from the Alchemist, so very nice of him.
Yeah, because we're not even counting the Grievel's Greed proc, or are we?
I think that was, because I think the Minotaurs are what, 50 each? 55 each? Something like that? Yeah.
Alright, Spirit Vessel actually finished on Smash. Very quick, and now he's going to go for the Shivas. Like, he is better in these 8 minutes. He's achieved more in these 8 minutes in game 2 than he did in the entirety of game 1.
So it's all looking up from here. No matter what happens, Smash already having a better time. As the 8-minute rune does spawn, Analog's going to pick up the shield rune. No one nearby from Invaders to contest this. But even still, not really much action happening in the mid. I think we saw quite a few kills last time round, but nothing quite so much. But even still, 2 for 2 on the scoreline. 2k gold lead favoring Heroic. But again,
That's
like you were saying earlier, they got the 2 farming cores. They got a Doom and an Alchemist.
An Alchemist, you know, he's starting to work towards that Radiance. It's not going to be that very fast. I think we've seen a 10-minute Radiance. I don't think it's going to be that quick, but well, in the meantime, though, Tiger's taking a few hits. Divide Llama, he's just going to go and farm another hero. He has been having a fantastic series so far.
Yep. He will get another free kill. Still is yet to use his ultimate, although he might have an opportunity right now as Invaders coming on over to defend their tier 1. Fisher's going to start things off onto the Doom. Arena plus Spear is there. The Phoenix coming in the backlines wants to try and get a Doom target, but unfortunately, Davai Lama, he's just chain stunned to the ends of the earth. Smash trying to go for KJ, holding onto the eggs, does not really have his life threatened whatsoever. Analog blocking KJ, yep. Just like, you're dying, mate, I don't care. Now the question is, can Analog actually get himself out of this one? Still has a large amount of this shield rune left. Good Fisher block, but the Rebuke actually pushes him over it with the shield crash as well. And the Spear with a little extra speed boost. So Analog will survive. Very nice counterplay there for Invaders.
Yeah, they have to bring everyone there for it, but it is overall very worth it for them. The problem is that K1 continues to just be free farming by himself. And they might get something back.
Yes, he's smart now getting aggressed. He's able to run away with the power of the phase boots pretty damn quick. It looks like Heroic. Yeah, they're going to give up going for the Mars instead. Sladen will be the target. And again, he's a fast old boy. Nighttime movement speeds, but eventually he will still die.
Yep. Scorched Earth, as well as Divide Llama with a speed aura, which he's keeping for himself. So now it becomes a 2-for-1 trade. Still Heroic in the entire time. K1 was farming, but Minos was trying to like sort of help his team out. And geez Louise, he is getting a lot in this game.
He really is.
Again, not the fastest, but I expect him to get the Radiance by what, maximum 14, maybe 13 and a half. Yeah, probably 13-minute mark he'll have his Radiance.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really quick. Also, especially a bit faster when you're finding probably the best camp for Alchemist, being the Troll Warlord, whatever the hell it's called. Troll Shaman, I can't remember what it's called.
Dark Troll Summoner.
That's the one. That's the one. There you go. Yeah, all those extra skelly boys, just free food.
Even the golems are pretty good because you get like 6 of them. You know, the small ones still pretty helpful. The satyrs are also 4. The worst one is the big and small centaur. You're like, come on, man, really?
Yeah, it does suck. That really is bad.
Oh, and I love the one that's like the kobold family. You're like, here's Grandma Kobold, here's Grandpa Kobold, Mom and Dad, 4 kids. That was great.
Yeah, they just go and massacre all of them, you know?
The
Very PG. Although, quick grab on towards the Phoenix. He dives on in, gets immediately blown apart. Fantastic little grab there for Heroics. And that poor old Tiger, nowhere left to run. And that will be a double kill for Analog. That's very, very tasty. Yeah, I think Smash just wasn't quite expecting a rogue lion to be hiding in the trees.
Yeah, it's a bit also quite aggressive, right? Diving into the tier 1 like that, whether you have no vision and anywhere else. Venge is a great kill though. If you can just avoid the stun, get the slows on her, throw that blood grenade, and you get the kill. But yeah, the Lion, great positioning. They throw all their spells, and he's got 1 stack, which is again more stacks than we saw in the previous game.
Yeah, 100%. It was a fantastic spot for him. One thing we did just see, actually, 12-minute rune. Is Tiger gonna try and fight for this one? Gets a steal just for the wave of terror. Chucks that on out immediately, and the rune will actually spawn up top. So C-Smile going to be able to charge up and grab that one. Although, coming in for the backline, Sladen as well, Smash. They found Davai Lama. C-Smile, though, was also caught from the swap. Get it dragged back on in. Just going to be a trade for Davai Lama for now, but they've also committed the egg for this one. And everyone will back on out. Sladen still trying to find an opportunity maybe to go for a Fisher play or something like that to look for a kill. Will get the grab there on towards KJ. Dive forwards from Smash. That quick burst damage. They find themselves a double kill, though maybe not over yet. Zanlog still has this haste rune activated, but will use it to run away.
That silencer ban is paying dividends for Invaders because you can see Smash, he is way more confident in this game. You know, I love that he just, you know, Spirit Vessel, max 5 is, you know, standard, but still, like, he's just going for this lot of damage right in front of enemy's face. It's working wonders for him. Unless Schofield has something to do about it.
Ooh, nice Fisher block there again from Sladen. Make sure that Smash was not going to get hit from the Doom there, otherwise that would 100% been a kill. Actually, Rolling Thunder has just been stolen away. In comes Tiger now, the old Rubik's Cube. And immediately does a little drive burn to Davalam, who drops the Doom before he dies. That might be a free kill on towards the Earthshaker, but regardless, it's gonna be a death hit on towards Schofield. Nowhere to go, but in the grave. Yeah, eventually Sladen ticks on out, but fantastic play there again from Invaders.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that you don't actually get any experience for the Doom, because you were dead before that. So it's nice, but it's not perfect. Meanwhile, K1, he's got the Radiance, but we've often seen K1 a little further ahead than this. You know, this is not massive, but and it's, like, Mina's been doing a good job. Also, there's some decent stacks coming out from the Dire side in the triangle. Pretty solid ancient stack right there.
Yeah, which I'm sure probably this Fenn's going to be farming up very soon. Especially seems like Tiger's going to stack it one more time for him. And then, yeah, that's going to be free food there for Kitaro. He doesn't actually have his God Strength online. Do you think he'll wait to have that before he goes for that stack? Or can he just do it naturally?
There's a lot of auras there and stuff. It just helps you out. You can you know, farm other stuff until you get there. Plus, they might be able to put like another a couple of stacks in the small camp, the one next to it. So you can just be like, okay, you know, God Strength, take them both. Well, it's not too long from now, right? Was it 35 seconds? Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
there
sure.
you go. Are they using? Yeah, is he going for it right now? It looks like he's just being like, why should I wait? But KJ, he smells something, and oh dear.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Wave of Terror did actually manage to steal 2 of the Ancients there, which is pretty nice. Meanwhile, looking at that, on the complete opposite side of the map, K1 actually gets found out there from this 3-man gang from Invaders. Very nice pickoff, and yeah, the Wisdom Rune, the little cherry on top right there for C-Smile, which puts him up to his level 11. And some very nice moves being made here from the Dire side, cutting down this net worth lead to only 1,000 gold now.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact MNZ is just having a great game if he's comparable to the Alchemist. What is the net worth? Sorry, what is the percentage chance here? What does Lord Gaben think about this game? And he's all in on Invaders. He's like, yeah, you guys got good stuff, and the net worth is not much. Well,
yeah.
KJ picks up the drums. Great item when you're playing against the Phoenix. Just makes everyone so much better. It's like when you have Ogre Magi. You know, you throw Bloodlust, everyone's suddenly hitting with 60 extra attack speed. Suddenly everyone becomes a decent egg hitter. Not amazing, but significantly better.
You know, every little helps. All those small increments can make the big difference at the end of the day, you know. If you can literally kill 1 extra egg because of that, that can definitely change the pace how this game goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, K1 still trying to build in towards this BKB. He's about 850 gold away, and then we'll have that online. Do you think then that's the time that Heroic are going to group up and look for some kills? I say that, and they're actually doing a 3-man smoke without them.
And now you want the Blink BKB Assault Cuirass Radiance combination. You know, just the BKB is not enough. You also want the Blink so you can get on top of the egg. Then you want like Assault Cuirass. Oh dear, he's dead.
Smokes break. Yeah, that's an immediate grab with the C-Smile. Big kill to find as well. Smash maybe going to get caught. As KJ does swap him back on in.
Stone swap.
Yeah, that could be nice.
But Doom was not used in that fight, so you're still very happy. A lot of times Lion's Finger comes off as sort of more of a good finishing blow than something like that. You're like, oh, we can't fight without it. You can still fight with Lion without it. So Heroic, they might still go for more. You don't mind the finger being off cooldown. Or on cooldown, sorry.
Yeah, they're going to at least be able to take down this tier 1 tower, where it looks like Invaders are trying to hunt for this Alchemist right now. They thought about moving into the triangle area, but they're not going to find him. Instead, they see his courier heading up to the north side, so they know exactly where he is right now.
He's got the BKB!
But the BKB freshly delivered. And now the Echo Slam actually off the mark. It allows the BKB to come on out, and instead the Rubik will get caught. Question is, can Heroic find anybody else? Sladen as well, Smash run immediately away. Looks like they're going to be able to survive. And actually, Invaders, maybe trying to set up some sort of counterplay, and Dalai Lama TPs from the other side of the trees. Very close. Although, first not over yet, Schofield gets the Hex away, start it off. Arena comes on out. They can't get the full stun yet on towards K1. Rolling Thunder from Analog. They want to make some space for this egg. Is there anyone to hit it? No, KJ's the only one who's getting caught for that stun. And with Kitaro turning up, that's a dead Vengeful Spirit. And Schofield, quick rebuke to the face, will find the kill onto Lion. It looks like the 2 cores on the side of Heroic will at least be able to get themselves away from this. Or will they? Blink daggers forward. They've managed to find one. Spear will secure the kill on towards Analog. 6 kill streak as well going towards Katara.
Very odd decision by Heroic to sort of stay in that area after Divine Lam had already TP'd out. You know your Alchemist also, he had Chemical Rage, true. And the other side, and you saw the other side had used the Echo Slam, but he didn't have BKB. So that was Heroic making kind of an uncharacteristic mistake, believing that they were stronger than they were. Especially, they need Divine Lama. Like, I'm getting surprised that he wasn't there.
Yeah, he TP'd down bottom because he saw the Sven, and I think he wanted to try and go for some sort of solo play, but instead, thinking of Davai Lama, just kind of getting controlled up right now. Good swap, drags back in C Smile, and that's going to be a free kill. Still not having to expend the Doom either.
Yes, with the biggest deal. They also get the courier in that fight as well, which is sounds like a small thing, but it's what, 350 gold, so it does add up here. And back to Heroic. This is very like topsy-turvy kind of game. 1 second this team is on top, then the other team is on top. We don't know if we're at 3-2-2, 6-4-4, 9-6-6. Like, we're the numbers, you know.
The numbers are all over the place. Also, at the end of that fight, showcasing the power of the new regen rune, the fact that Dabalama picked that up before that fight even ended, and he still went up to full HP, full mana afterwards. I don't know. Do you think that was it was a necessary change to the regen rune?
Yes.
I feel like you actually do. You think it's fine?
I like it. I like it. I think that before it was kind of like, oh, I gotta sit in the corner. Now it's like if I get hit, I still get the regen. It's just much reduced. I like it. I'm really glad that we have it the way it is. It's kind of like when Illusion Ruins gave you the Dispel, because before that they were considered the worst rune in the game.
True. But then where do we draw the line? Do you think potentially they could make the change for Salve to be the same?
No, that's too much. You know, well,
He's thinking about it now.
That's an interesting idea you got there, Mr. Blue. But no, I like that Salve is usually the counterpart to Tangos, as we see here fight.
Yes, Ismail cliffed himself up right now. Does get the arena and Spear onto low ground. Tavalama, point blank swap, not really bringing him anywhere. Although K1 in the backlines, he's able to take down the egg on his own. Actually, it's a deny that came through there from Kataro.
What?
Actually takes out his own egg. Okay, that's something, but ends up being a 3-for-0 trade there, favoring Heroic. Was that egg actually close to popping? I don't know.
It must be. I think you can only deny it if it's got one hit left anyway. So that's the only time you can do it. But I feel like you play for the maybe it will pop no matter what. But K1 who just went for it. C-Smile got cliffed and then got doomed. He threw a good arena though to keep them in, but it did cost him his life. And they got nothing for their troubles. Denying your own egg, okay.
Yeah, that's new. It's definitely new, kind of funny to see. But hey, at the very least, Kataro was able to survive that whole engagement. Has now also completed a fresh BKB, so he's going to feel much more comfortable going into the next team fight when eventually that does come. Also, very close to his level 18 to have the 3 points into God Strength as well. So I feel like Roche is probably just around the corner as well for either of these teams.
KJ almost dying to the Tormentor. Schofield's gonna take a few hits here. Schofield's also like, oh my god. Yeah, KJ gets it. I feel like this is one of the better shards in the game, but seems like most players are like, it's fine. You know, the double magic missile seems really good to me though.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be really busted when the cast range was like an extra 350 or something like that, like the extra bounce radius until it got slight nerfed.
I think it was 100% of the cast range. So it's like, so if you can, it's something like 650 and you can jump another 650, which is a lot. But now it's, you know, you hit 650 and you can jump like 500, which is not as interesting.
No, I mean, it was kind of crazy before, like chain and stuns flying around all over the place, but who really cares? But yeah, now 7k gold lead here for Heroic. Again, obviously a little bit inflated due to the fact that they have the Alchemist. And
by the way,
still trying to gather up.
Interesting adjustment by Schofield. He only put 3 the Earth Spike, maxed out mana drain, and he's going for Aeon Disc on Lion. This ain't this isn't how it used to be. It's supposed to be Blink Dagger into Aghanims. That's what all the pop players are doing. Come on, Schofield.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I guess, you know, the Doom has a blink. The Alchemist is gonna have a blink soon. You have Swap
MNZ
as well. Maybe he's not thinking it. Yeah, Katara. Just going to start slowing this one down. You do see on the minimap Heroic are kind of heading in this general direction, though. We'll see if they're actually going to be able to get here in time to contest this one.
Risky, though. There's Egg, there's Arena, and there's Echo Slam. On the other side, You don't really have, you have Pangolier that's about as good as it get. Dire throws out the scan, so they know this coming. It's pretty quick. The Radiant, they smoke up. They need to book it right now if they want to be there in time. I don't think they will be.
They're coming on over. Good Fisher, but DreamLeague jumps immediately over the top of that one. Pops the
Whoa.
BKB, standing his ground. It's on the deck and
He gets it!
DreamLeague snatching it out of the jaws there, Invaders. He will lose his first life. The Egg's in a fantastic spot. It gets the Sun onto 2, but immediately Invaders have to run the hell out of there. Smash. He doesn't have a team, but they don't know. They have no idea. The Wave of Terror actually clipped him, but it didn't give vision.
Oh my lord. How does he do that? He just walks in, grabs it without so much as you may, and he's like, thank you very much. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Davai Lama.
Yeah, that is absolutely massive. That was also all of the ultimates being expended as well from Invaders, barring the Echo Slam, and they just snatched everything away there from Invaders. Really fantastic play coming out there from Heroic. DreamLeague, of course, being the big boy in general. And now that's probably quite a hard kick in the pants there for the side of Invaders. They could have really used that here to make some space, get some more farm and stuff on the go for the Sven, and maybe take down some towers. But as a result, the game basically goes back to how it was a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, as K1 continues just to skyrocket in terms of net worth. We were saying MSZ was doing a good job of keeping up with him, but now he's starting to fall behind, as is the classic tale of what happens when you play against K1, right? It's like, I'm behind K1 net worth. It's like, yeah, we know. This is the standard. They smoke up from Invaders, but Schofield immediately dead. Sorry, not Schofield. Slade is immediately dead, and you don't have the egg. I believe Arena might be up soon, though.
That's it. Ooh, Tiger, his smoke breaks. Schofield, though, without the blink, he doesn't have the ability just to jump and get that grab. So fortunately enough there, the Rubik will survive. But yeah, interesting choice to go for that smoke, considering how, yeah, Egg was on cooldown for a long old time. I guess they did have Arena and God Strength, which they could definitely have used to find kills, especially with the BKBs, which I think were on cooldown for like 10 more seconds. But after that, they are all back now.
Yeah, and Doom is still down, so that would have been a decent option. But I think that if you're Invaders, you rely much more on the egg than Heroics does rely on. I mean, it's tough, right? They're all both big ultimates. As K1 just standing in the front, he's got his Venge homie behind him. It's like, if you're in trouble, I got you, bro. I can swap you. Smash only level 14. Whoosh. That's not high level.
But Invaders, they really want to go for this kill onto K1. The tier 2, though, is already fallen down. But maybe they could just catch Heroic unawares. Actually, they're with the old spell still that will give the information of where they're all hiding. And Heroic, they just run away, you know? They don't get caught, they get a free tier 2, and it just ends up wasting a lot of time there for Invaders.
This is the problem we've seen so many times with the teamfight lineups, right? Is that when you all have to hold hands together, it's kind of annoying because no one's farming. And pick-off lineups are like, all right, let's get together, kill someone, then everyone goes back to farm. But teamfight lineups are like, all right, we got all our ultimates, let's hunt around, let's find someone. It does work sometimes. Just, oh dear.
Oh, but it's working this time. Or is it? No, DreamLeague. He pops the BKB, now he turns around, pokes on towards Slayden. Off to the left side, though, Katara was able to find the kill to Schofield, and now DreamLeague's BKB is over, and so is his life. He will get killed. Egg gets dropped, and Doom also stolen there from Tiger. This is a really big little play cut out here from Invaders. They've also got the grapple to KJ, who's actually turning around, maybe wants to do some damage on towards the Mars for the Doom to get the kill, but it's not going to happen. And as a result, 3 very nice kills from Invaders. They've got a Doom on top of everything else. They are very happy.
They are. That was a very odd move because the Divine Lama was safe, right? We saw the Echo Slam come out. He was like, I'm good. I could make it out, BKB. But somehow they thought maybe we could turn it around. But the giving Doom is the biggest problem. You've got to kill Rubik because if he dooms the Alchemist, all that net worth suddenly feels a lot less useful.
100%. I feel like maybe that's why DreamLeague ran in. He was like, oh, you know, we're all going to take this fight. And then he looked at the minimap and saw K1 was actually still in the triangle farming. And he's like, well, I may have made a mistake, guys. I think I'm dead. And yeah, gave away a Doom as well on top of everything else. Very, very unfortunate turn of events for the side of Heroic. And immediately, that does cut their net worth advantage down by quite a few thousand. Actually, not as much as you'd think.
Yeah, of course. Because K1, it seems like a bit of a blip, you know? It's like, there you go, a little bit of a drop there in the bucket. It doesn't change too much. But as the game goes on, net worth becomes less of an issue to begin with. And the fact that it's cutting means that while I wouldn't say Invaders are even in terms of strength, it's not such a big disparity, you know? It's like they can't take a fight.
Yeah. There we go.
Especially the
Invaders,
Stone
though.
Doom. Especially
Yeah,
the Stone Doom. The Stone Doom
all
is the
their
biggest
ultimates
thing.
are back in 20 seconds with the Doom on top, like you're saying. And yeah, they are more than willing to take this fight for Invaders. And maybe just want to try and bait Heroic in as they're going to start poking onto this tier 2. Heroic, though, literally on the complete opposite side of the map. Don't think they're too interested in trying to defend this objective, but may very well be forced to defend their high ground. Unless, of course, Invaders decide to back on out.
If Heroics was like being cautious, they would say let's just wait until the Doom expires on the Rubik. There's only about like a minute left till it times out. It's super risky because one good Doom can really change the game. I mean, that's like Doom's hero. Like that's what he does. He limits someone. So it's gonna being removed in a second. So all right, let's just wait it out. But let's not fight. Give them a tower better than giving them the game.
So as the question is, how accurate is their prediction of when the Doom's going to time out actually going to be? You know, because Tiger hasn't really shown himself for a while, so there's not going to be much information there.
You can get it. You know, it's like, oh, this is the last 3 minutes on level 1, 4 minutes level 2. You're like, all right, guys, we'll fight 29 and they'll be gone.
They're going to get a chance to use it, though. Oh, good swap there, though, from KJ. They're actually going to have to drop the Doom on towards the Vengeful Spirit instead, but seems how it's going to run out. It doesn't matter. They also stole the Doom. Devilama tries to go for the Doom connection on towards the egg, but it's not going to land. Instead, Schofield caught out position. K1 at least trying to kill Tiger, but he can't do it. The egg stun holds him in play. The Doom, though, is still on this Sven right now. They're going to try and bring him down. They brought back on towards KJ, and now they're focusing him down. Katara will die. Echo Slam not doing all too much to really stop the progress here of Heroic, as now it just feels like they're picking them off one by one. The Sunray TP attempt going to be unfruitful, as Heroic, it kind of is a messy start to the fight, but they still get the win in the end.
All thanks to K1, you know, and that was a good Doom, though. Getting the Doom off the spend means that they could take the fight, even though they lost so many in the beginning. And plus, KJ used his buyback, so even though he did die, you know, like, buyback was available. He used it and he came back, so like he still had impact in it. They want to see if they can find him. Nope, not gonna happen. And that buyback was great because he got the double stun on the Rubik and the Phoenix, which is why they were able to kill Smash at the end. So, good comeback.
Yeah, really solid plays coming out there for Heroic. And as a result, K1 bullied down the middle tier 2, not feeling confident enough to go up to high ground. Instead, looks like they're going to head up towards the top. Take down that final exterior tower there from Invaders, and every single high ground will then be exposed. So if Heroic do manage to take another very successful teamfight win, could be a lot of damage being done to Invaders' base.
Yeah, same thing for Invaders, though. I mean, you do have Sven on your side, and he's pretty farmed, right? He's already got the Daedalus, the Blink, the Echo. Like, he's got a good item in all of the slots. We'll see what he's going to start bringing. He's thinking about the Lincoln Sphere. And if you are Invaders, you have to start looking at your support staff and being like, guys, Lotus Orbs, come on. You know, give me something to work with here. And Phoenix is going for the Lincolns. Lotus Orbs coming out on C-Smile. But you need your supports to get you some as well. It can't just be these two guys. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, Sladen actually has a BKB queued up for himself in this game.
Wow.
I don't know. Is that really going to make too much of a difference? Because he's not really been the primary target for a lot of these fights. Like we saw in that last one, he was able to hold on to the Echo till at the very end. But I don't know. We'll see how this pans out for himself.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Because even though the other two of your cores are getting these items, the Lotus and the Lincolns, they're going to use it for themselves most of the time, you know? So you want your supports to be like, guys, buy it for me. You know, let the other guys use their own stuff. You buy your Lotus and Lincolns just for my sake. And doesn't seem like the Invader supports want to do that. Tiger and Slayer's like, nah, screw you.
Greedy man. He's a very greedy man, you know. But we'll see if this decision maybe comes and bites him in the ass in the end. We'll have to wait and see. But second Roche is a very long respawn timer. Still another minute and 50 seconds to come. You can see on the minimap, Invaders are all starting to head down to that area. They want to try and fortify it. And Heroic have got all the time in the world to take down this Tormentor and then eventually head on over and try and contest it. Whether or not Dabai Lamas could be able to just run in and steal another one, that's another whole question.
He's going to be the one who gets the shard, by the way, because he's the one who doesn't have the shard. It's not that bad, you know. It's what, 60% of damage dealt is healing. I know a lot of people give it crap, but I feel like it's not that bad if you can get scorches on like a couple of people. You get some decent healing, especially with the talent, the damage talent.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're hitting one guy, it's what, 80, you're doing 80 damage, 60% of that's 48. It's reduced by 25%. So that's what, 36 health regen? It's not too bad.
It all adds up. Makes it feel pretty good. But there's one of the Lincoln spheres picked up for the side of Invaders, finally completed for C-Smile. So that's going to be helpful. But like you're saying, is this just greedy for himself, or do you think he's going to be trying to chuck that over towards Katara as much as possible?
I think he might like to save his allies, but may not even be his choice. He might just proc like from a mana drain, or from a distance. Like, oh well, I wanted to do it, but it's not in my hand. Which is why I do think the supports want to give it, especially like Rubik's pretty long range. Earthshaker tends to jump in last in the fight, so theirs ones are a lot less likely to proc than C-Smile on the Mars. 4-man smoke on Heroic, Roshan in 40 seconds. Who are they gonna find? Oh, they found him.
We'll see Smile. He has been caught. Managed to get the BKB off in time though, trying to go for the TP out, but there is an Abyssal Blade. Denies the treat. That's 75 seconds without a buyback as well. And it looks like Heroic could have used this opportunity to just move down into that Roche bit. And then Aegis plus the banner is going to be going their way for sure.
We'll see. Listen, they don't want anyone to go back and just defend. They're like, just book it to Roshan. They might be there a tiny bit too soon, but they should know this will be up in any second now, as they are starting to hold to like just be in the area. Mars 50 seconds. There's no way he's going to come up in time.
K1.
Yep. Oh, K1.
Looks like Invaders were thinking about making a play, but instead they make the decision to fall up. But K1, he just runs it on his own right now. Goodfish are trying to make some space with the 4-star as well. Another bash coming through. Rolling Thunder will connect. Smash just can't do anything. The endless control. They also get the +1 on towards Tiger as well. Again, that's a free gem and no buybacks left. It looks like Heroic. Do they even care about going Roshan right now? They might just send a high ground push.
The creeps are a little bit far away. By the time you get there, this looks like they're just it's going to take too much time. Roche is the safer option. They're just going to go for it, I think. And by the way, Pangoli's also got Basher, so you have multiple ways of bashing people when they're BKB'd. You know, the Pango and K1. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult just to try and go for some sort of BKB TP play, and not really likely to happen at all. But yeah, this will be a free Roshan here towards Heroic. K1 with the Axe most likely, and then the banner will be maybe impactful. we'll have to see. It just kind of does its own thing sometimes.
Yeah, it's a fun idea. I think the banner is gonna get tweaked a little bit. You know, it definitely doesn't feel like it's its final form. I do like that we're seeing Roshan drop more unique goodies. You know, it's like cheese, refresher, banners, like it's a lot of cool stuff. But the banner definitely needs a little bit more cooking.
Yeah, not quite sure what it could actually be they might go for. But it looks like KJ, he's actually just dropped it by their tier 2 mid. So it's just going to be that passive little extra bit of pressure going towards the side of Invaders there.
All right, you know what would be fun? Okay, you know what would be fun? In Dota 1, you could, there was this mode called Super Creep, which means that every, I think, like 4 or 5 minutes, a Super Creep spawns in one of your lanes. It was like a giant Hydra or something like that. I'd love it if you can do that in this game. You can just summon a Super Creep that would push one lane. It's got like 4,000 health. It would be impossible to balance and incredibly gimmicky, but it would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Or maybe, like, you know, it spawns super catapults. So instead of it being a catapult, it's like a trebuchet.
Yes.
You just see that rolling down the mid lane or something instead, with a couple of creeps pushing it. That'd be pretty damn funny to see. Maybe we might get a weird change like that.
Like an Age of Empires, where it's like super slow, then it just like pops out, starts throwing rocks. But in the meantime, Heroics, they don't need to throw rocks. They're just throwing K1.
Yeah, he's just going to start set up there, hitting the buildings really slow because of these damn fire spirits. There was a stolen acid spray as well chucked on top of him, which is, you know, mitigating a large portion of his healing coming in from the Chemical Rage. But with the glyph used,
he's alright. He's
going to keep this going for now. Chemical Rage, a quarter of its duration left.
Oof.
Just constantly poking and prodding here, long range with these stuns. Into the back ones though, C-Smile here with the arena. They've got the grab on towards the Doom as well. There is going to be a swap there from KJ with the Glimmer. They don't actually have the detection for the Doom. Instead, he's going to be able to disengage. Egg dropped up onto the high ground as Analog's just rolling in deep. Devilama again. They got the grab on towards the Mars. 4-star pushing him down to the side. K1 though completely controlled up. Will lose his first life, but it is just the age at the very least. Although Kataro trying to poke on towards Schofield, can't quite get the full grab there as Analog continuously hitting Sladen. They just can't finish the hero. Telekinesis dragging the Panga back up. Rebuke going through their magic immunity. And it actually ends up being 2 kills, actually 3 when you factor in the Aegis. And nobody from Invaders dies. What a big fight from them.
Invaders just handled it perfectly. Firstly, they did so much to slow down K1. They took the fight as his chemical rage was falling, and I think like a couple of people were right next to the egg as it exploded. It was good combination with the Mars. They just went behind it. Like, we don't really want to deal with the Alchemist. Let's go for the back line, and they did. They were able to get KJ and Schofield. The Lion. He just got hit. One hit from the Sven procs on this. He gets very cautious after that because you don't want to lose your life in just the beginning of the fight. So. Amazing hold by Invaders. Does change the situation of the game quite a bit, actually, because you had Aegis on K1, you were doing really well. Now you have to be a lot more cautious.
Yeah, they really do. It does just show that there is the power for Invaders to always bounce back in these games, and they do just have that better team fight in general. Tons of AoE control and everything, so it's always going to be the back of Heroic's minds that they have to play up against that eventually. And yeah, still a longer wait for the next Roche. I mean, is that kind of what they have to wait for before they attempt to go high ground push again, or do you think once everything like their BKBs are all back up, they might just decide to group up as 5 and maybe just look for some pickoffs? If
you were going to group up as 5, I think you should have done it by now, because we're seeing the Mars arenas back up, God Strength back up, the Egg and the Echo Slam are going to take about what 20 seconds more, then they're going to be ready. So it's not like you have a whole lot of time. I don't know if you want to group up. I think you'd rather the enemy approaches you and try to get a pick off that way. Like, you want to avoid the 5-on-5 right now, in this specific second.
Yeah, it looks like they were thinking about jumping on towards K1 there from Invaders. They were all huddled up. Oh, an amplified damage, though, for Kataro.
Amplified damage. Yeah, he's hitting for 500 without God Strength. So when he procs that, what does he get? An extra 400 damage at least? That's scary.
It really is. And it looks like they might try and use this opportunity right now. They're going to slowly invade into the Radiant side of the map. K1's there, breaks the smoke onto a couple of them. Actually, he's the one who jumps in aggressively, tries to focus on towards the Sven. The Rolling Thunder comes on through, but it doesn't make any difference. A 2,200 damage crit comes on out from the Sven. Does so much work. Arena as well, got the block onto the 2 supports. The Slanion's getting extremely low. Off towards the top side, Damo Llama is just trying to run himself away. But this is a disaster fight here from Heroic, as everyone else trying to get themselves the hell out of there. Now Damo Llama has to pop the BKB, but Kataro is just chasing after this Doom right now. Nothing really slowing him down. No mana left to work with either. And with a good spear connection there for C-Smile, that's going to guarantee the kill. And nobody has any buybacks here, Atomo.
They do have the tier 2 standing, though. You can see like the creeps are pushing in, so it's kind of good for them. But I gotta say, K1, that was... I wish we had a replay feature, because when you look at he had time to use his BKB, but he didn't. It's very surprising, because we saw like the Dandelion Amulet proc, so I was like, okay, he knows something's going on. He's gonna BKB, maybe turns out, but no, nothing like that. So that was a mistake by K1. Suddenly, well, like the net worth is there's no difference. So 9,000 at this stage of the game means nothing.
Literally nothing. Do you think maybe he just didn't see the amplified damage on Kataro there? Because I thought there is no way you aggressively blink into an unknown area with no vision when there is a double damage Sven right in front of your face. That is way too risky. But speaking of risky, Analog. Oh, he's actually going to get found. Can they control him up and try and go for this kill? Just the roll up now. Has to go for the Rolling Thunder. But with his TP on cooldown, he's in August. Oh, his blink, it hits the wall. He turns around, and now I'm pretty sure that is going to be him dead. As Invaders who continue this chase. All the Fishers a little bit early. Tiger, though, stealing away the Swashbuckle. They're going to be able to keep chase right now.
He's wasting time.
Blink Dagger, it can't go off cooldown. The Maid Slayer, actually, providing the dot onto the Sven, was denying his blink.
K1's here. K1's here. So is Schofield. Looks like they are starting to think about this fight. Davai Lama as well. They know there's no egg, by the way. There's no egg for a little bit. You have an opening. Are they going to go for it?
Looks like Invaders are going to try and back off right now. Not feeling too eager to take this fight. Actually, Tiger coming on forwards, get some vision. Swashbuckle comes on through, but actually the swap is immediate. They got the grab on towards the Mars right now. Locking up a K1. He's cliffed. He's completely stuck. He's not going to be able to help out at all in this fight. And now it's complete disarray here for Heroic. Damo Llama constantly getting swapped around. He has the Sven on his case. Finally, the Doom comes out trying to turn himself around, but K1 is still up at the cliff with an egg on top of him. He can't actually get anything done right now. It's down to Damo Llama and Analog to see if they can kill the Sven. They're going to be able to do it, I think. Who needs a damn Alchemist in this game? He's doing absolutely nothing. He's still up there. Maybe eventually he's going to be able to come down right now. As Analog's still doing work.
He's still there.
Kill. Finally, he gets the blink down to low ground. And Smash tries to TP out, but it will get denied. What the hell was that?
He was there. I love that what we saw from Smash was like, all right, he stays just out of range and he eggs and lasers and sunray. And the whole time KO was like, really? Am I a joke to you? Can I just move on? But no, good. Divine Llama saved that fight though. The Doom on the Sven and for Analog were chasing him as well. That Sven on the last tick of the Doom actually died. So this was really close. If it wasn't for that, I feel like we would have seen buildings fall or something from Heroics right now. So they're going for C-Smile. He is fast with the haste ruin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Divine Llama though, he's just chasing after him. The haste is about to run out. They just get the kill. Wow, the persistence there from Divine Llama secures him that one. Another freebie, but again, at the very least, the Mars does have a buyback available. And yeah, K1 beating into this high ground here, the bot lane. They found the tier 3. And unfortunately, without the Sven for 30 seconds, the buyback from the Mars isn't really going to be that impactful. It all comes down to how much damage Heroic can do to these buildings in that amount of time.
And what about the Phoenix? Where's the Phoenix cooldown? Still 20 seconds as well. So even if he buys back, it's kind of irrelevant. You want him to sort of... yeah, Mars might have to buy back. Just you combo with the Phoenix egg.
They may do. Although Sven, only 8 seconds away. They might be able to hold on to the Mars buyback here. And potentially they might be able to get a second chance if everything goes a little bit awkward for him. Okay. Smash just diving through. And Heroic, pay respects, they're going to try and back up. But actually with their telekinesis drag back, Davin Llama take a lot of damage. KJ actually has to go for the swap there to keep his core alive. Swap gets stolen, then swap back right now. What the hell is going on? Everyone's just swapping places. And KJ will actually be able to get himself free. That was pretty damn funny. But the third Roshan, actually a really quick respawn.
It is, and it is all available on the Radiant side, but they have it for 2 minutes. They need to be careful though. No matter what happens, Invaders in a chokehold location is insane. The egg, the arena, as well as the Echo Slam. And they also have to be careful of the trees, because you don't know, sorry, not the trees, the cliffs. Because K1, he is trying to be artsy.
Yeah, I mean, that clip was actually insane. Although, Analog, a good rolling Thunder Spot right now, has got the connection to a couple of heroes. As Kataro holding on to his BKB, maybe for a little bit too long. Good swap there from Tiger, at least to bring him to safety. Manages to get the blinks out to the high ground, but Analog just chasing after him. Bash is there, still no TP for 20 seconds. Absolutely massive play for the Pango, and that could have very well secured him the win here. As again, Sven is dead for 100 seconds. No chance to come back.
Yo. Dude, the Divine Llama for Analog carried the team in this one. I gotta say, like, yeah, K1 performed well. The saves from Schofield, sorry, the saves from KJ were as usual impeccable. But the way that they've been focusing Sven in these fights, the Doom as well as the Pango, it's insane. Like Heroic they're gonna be really grateful for them when they go up against Boom Esports, which is looking more and more likely at this stage of the game.
100%. Yeah, like, I mean, we normally say when you look at this squad that K1 is the person to look out for, but 100% Davin Llama and Analog have been playing so damn well in this series, and it really has given them the advantage, as there is a buyback from the Rubik, but still 50 without the Sven. I don't think that's going to be enough to stop Megas from coming on in right now. The middle set is gone, and the top set only has the melee barracks left available, and that's not going to last long at all.
Yep, it's just going to melt. Are you really willing to commit? I feel like they'd rather face off against Mega Creeps than take this fight without a Sven. You know, it's just so much safer. Okay, I was like, I'll just be keeping out. I'm fine. Why would I? Why risk anything? He doesn't have buyback as well. I think, what did he just buy? He's 3,000 gold away from the buyback. I think it's the Bloodthorn, right?
He had Ags on his courier, but it actually got killed.
Okay.
Yeah. Who was he going to give that to?
Lion, of course, right? I mean, actually, it might be Lion because wait, who doesn't have Ags on the team? It can't be it's either the Doom or the Lion because the other two actually have it.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think you really want the Doom's Ags in this game.
Yes.
I feel it's much just better just to chuck it on the Sven and just let it do its thing. You know?
Exactly. I mean, it does become AoE, so people next to him are gonna, you know, like you don't always have to use it on yourself. You can just put it on an enemy. It's still good.
Yeah, okay, no. Well, with the Ag's blessing, it looks like they are actually going to give that to Davin Llama. So he has the Ags either way. Also has the cheese in his backpack as well. So you know, we'll see if he even bothers using it on himself, or if he is still just gonna, you know, chuck it on enemies.
Yeah, now that you can use items while you're doomed, you can if you doom yourself and you jump on an enemy, a lot of them can just like force staff or BKB away or like something like that. So yeah, the doom agonyms sometimes feels a bit like a trap, or at least using it on yourself feels like a trap. As much as it's just always better just to throw it on the enemy. You know you're getting 16 seconds of value out of it, and if anyone else walks into it, like yay, +1, woohoo.
Woohoo! That's what you need. But yeah, even still, 35,000 gold advantage, 46 minutes in. They got all the tools available right now for Heroic, and they're actually sitting at a 99% win probability.
Oh.
I mean, sure they have the advantage in this game, but I don't really think it's that bad. There's 100% the chance that Invaders can take successful fights.
I mean, yeah, but when you look at this, I mean, yeah, I think that's fair. Yes, you're up against mega creeps. Yes, you're 36,000 gold behind, but you have an amazing team fight lineup. So I'm going to give Invaders a 3% chance to take the game.
3, is that it? I don't know. I think I'd be generous. I'd say like 10.
10?
10. I think, you know, what if you think about it, 1 out of 10 games, Heroic might make a mistake and Invaders are able to clear up the whole squad and maybe they could run down mid and do some damage. Because if you think about it, K1 doesn't have buyback, Analog doesn't have buyback.
Yeah.
Right? That, 2 big things.
And what about the other side? How are their buybacks looking? I think they're looking even worse.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Well, just don't die. That's all you have to do, Tommy. Just don't die.
Oh, yeah. Just win, Invaders. They smoke up with 3 people here. We'll see if they can actually catch anyone. Minos though, he can't really stay smoked. You're mega creeped, you know. You can't really just like that's kind of a useless smoke unless the enemy jumps on you. You're able to sort of get yourself in a good position, but it's tough. As Heroic, their net worth lead grew by 3,000 since I started that sentence.
that's not great at all if you're an Invaders fan whatsoever. I mean, what does K1 even need? He's already 6 slotted. He's got a... he's actually dismantled his Radiance. What's he going to do with this? Is he going for a Divine Rapier?
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah. Claymore in his backpack, or in his stash.
Really? K1? Really? You need it? I thought they would like, you might be like, oh, I'll just go for like some sort of nullifier, but okay. We'll see what he wants to make from it. No, okay, he's got the butterfly, he's got the axe, who's he gonna feed it to? He's like, come on, Schofield. Although Schofield did not take the health talent at 15, so finger stack's not that useful on him as usual. I feel like the health is kind of more valuable than the extra damage. It's good, but
yeah. I think he actually gave it to KJ there. Didn't KJ already have one? I guess he must have just sold his and got a bit of extra money back. I don't know what he's buying instead. He has a plate mail. Okay, he actually has an assault cuirass because of that. Okay, that's pretty damn nice.
Yeah, I believe you refund people their agonyms when you feed them an agonym, something like that. There's it's not a mechanic we see very often anyway.
It's not.
As Heroic, they're just chilling. They don't have to do anything. They're waiting for their buybacks. Almost all of them have a K1 about 40 gold. So basically 1 creep, and then he's gonna get it and punch it. There you go.
K1, he's just gonna walk himself forward, start threatening these buildings right now. It's going to come down to whether Invaders can make a good jump. All swap down to the sound side. They got the AoE Doom. They're trying to chase away Dabalama, but at the same time, Katara, they go to the backlines himself. Oof. He manages to find the kill on towards Schofield, and K1 can't quite stick on the target. Still off to the right side. It looks like the kill's actually going to go on towards Sladen. The arena just trying to lock it down. Seaswell with the refresher, but the blink tag is out there from KG. No one's getting caught from that second arena. Instead, maybe they have found this kill on towards Analog, but even still with the roll-up, he's going to be fine. And Seasmart is absolutely shredded. Does have a buyback at the very least, but they're also going to lose Smash. It's a 3 versus 5 here for Invaders. Can they do anything to hold themselves into this one? The aggressive swap there from KJ and a swap back from Tiger. He will be able to get himself away. A buyback from Slade, and they're actually going to get the grab on towards the Pangos. He gets pulled into the fountain, but the Ancient is exposed. It's just taken so much damage. They're trying to stun him up and keep themselves in this game, but it's not going to happen. And then it ends up being Heroic taking the series 2-0.
Very nicely played in the last fight by Heroic. I mean, they had come in with a massive advantage anyway. Invaders, we didn't see an Echo Slam. We didn't see the Supernova. Unfortunate for the Earthshaker. He was really close to like his buyback was only 200. I think he